So, one thing I'm noticing about looking at myself on this new monitor with the Logitech 920, let's make that better, Logitech 920 HD Pro webcam I got. So I look at this picture of myself and I'm like, I look like a cartoon. I look like an absolute cartoon with this black hat, weird beard, glowing eyes. This just seems like, yeah, probably did a little bit too much acid in high school too, so that may contribute to this. But anyway, it's your friend Robert Terrell. Nice to see everybody. I just kind of wanted to make a YouTube video talking about things going on with me, plans going on, well wishes to the world. So I'll start with that. Well wishes to the world. It's been a difficult couple years, I think, for lots of people. And I want to talk about specifically the elections coming up. I think we've been put as people who identify as being progressives in this country a really difficult position on whether we want to vote with our ideals or vote tactically. I know I'm pretty outspoken on this subject on social media. I just want to say it really is a matter of personal choice, and as long as you don't vote for Donald Trump, you're pretty much cool in my book. I understand why people vote for Hillary Clinton. I understand why people vote for Jill Stein. If you're some sort of sociopathic creepoid, I can even understand why you vote for that Gary Johnson person. So hey, anyway, just joking. Uh, so I just get that out of the way. Well wishes to the world. We're at a point where we could completely evolve beyond feudal economics and warlike territorial aggression. So let's get on that and start making a difference and making a change with our lives first, and then working outwards in positive and rational fashion. Other things going on. I have finished just past now half a year that I've been here helping my uncle recover from his stroke. George is doing wonderfully. He is walking without a cane and has been for the better part of a month. He is working with both a driving instructor and a work readiness person that he actually knows to help get him back into things as he recovers from this. And I know that one thing that has really become clear to Rebecca and I through all of this is that, wow, you got to take care of your health. My uncle had a right brain stroke, and I really didn't know much about strokes beforehand, and I've done a lot of reading on them. I've thought a lot about them as I took a huge part of the responsibility for his specific recovery and rehabilitation myself. And I want to say, don't drink like crazy. Quit smoking. Don't eat bad. It's not worth it. It's not worth it when you can see what the effects are. And I've had autoimmune disease and had a very strict diet for over a decade, and it's even more strict now. And because of that, it's fairly good. There's work to be done. And I want to admit that. That's part of what these YouTube videos are going to be about. But I had the luck of having to have a very specialized diet and of being incredibly ill and worrying about my health and not knowing if I was necessarily going to be there 1 year to the next when I was in the worst parts of my autoimmune episodes and attacks. You guys might be able to hear my parakeets in the background, by the way. And because of that, I learned to say no to things early. Later on, when my alcoholism had reached a critical point where I was turning feral and omnidirectionally hateful to anybody I was around, I learned that in an even more comprehensive fashion, that a key to living a life that is healthy and meaningful is moderation in all things, as it's often said, but also abstention if you crossed over the line. And I didn't mean to cross over the line or have autoimmune diseases, but the effect was the same, that I did have to eat a lot better because My health was so poor, I didn't feel like I had any choice. It was juicing. It was whatever I could do to make things better, you know. That's part of what these blogs are going to be about too, is like living a healthy life, doing body weight exercises even when you don't have access to a gym or weights, eating well when you don't have a lot of money, you know, and what it takes to eat well. And I will say well-cooked veggies, bone broth, probiotics. That's kind of a key right there. So that'll be something I talk about, but I'm running on tangents here, but what I get to is I had to kind of choose to live better. I want you all to live better because I saw what happened when somebody I deeply loved had a severe brain injury that was likely due to lifestyle choices. And I made some really poor lifestyle choices, and many of you watching this, and many of you who know me will be like, yeah, he did have some bad ones, and, you know, I just thank the universe that I've been able to make some progress and turn my back on some of that darkness. Anyway, this video went on way longer than I expected. Anyway, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your friend Robert Terrell. We're going to talk about things. Leave a comment. Leave a post on my Facebook page. Whatever. I love you guys. Bye.